It's Week 18 of the NFL.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Decker. Connection made with Chenault. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Stroud sets up the play action. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On the bootleg, Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win come out as a result.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 3rd and 9 here.
Operating from the gun, Decker. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Decker.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Stroud looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the bootleg. Decker. That'll be caught by Cup.
And Cup going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Decker. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Evans.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He was taken down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Westbrook now on the return.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Decker.
He'll get
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Texans at 11-5 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the Rams' 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Austin Eckler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Decker dancing to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the bootleg, Decker steps away to his left, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Stroud.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 28. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Rams' 24-yard line.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here goes Stroud again.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on 2nd down. Decker. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Looking to throw. Decker.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
7 yards there and a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tutu Atwell. As the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Austin Eckler.
Touchdown, Houston.
Austin Eckler.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, Evans looking for space, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flip.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got Gibson on the out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again is Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Texans are able to widen their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
Pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Decker can't get away, and he's taken down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
35 yards the gain there. Another 1st first down as well.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Stroud now to throw.
This one caught by Ridley.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Eckler. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
Dalton Schultz and the rest of this offense set to begin another possession.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Stroud's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Stroud will look to throw once more. We'll find Gibson here complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on third down now. That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle with Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston.
Now 2nd and 9.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Stroud looking to throw.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now Stroud.
Touchdown, Texans! Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Rams 16.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Decker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Decker.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams first down.
Looking to throw. Decker. And he floated one out there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw again.
He'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Spins by. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's Eckler again.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Stroud sets up the play action.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. A handoff. It's Eckler. Oh, able to avoid him. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Decker, he gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Looking to throw. Decker. Going up top for Cup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Decker.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans,
a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Rams,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.